The other parameter on the compressor I want to talk about is the release. And this isn't used very often in terms of enhancing the sound effect when you're mastering, but it can be used to create a specific effect. So just to talk about what release is, remember we said with compression, when you set a threshold, every time the volume of the clip exceeds that threshold, the gain of the compressor comes down. And how quickly it goes down is the attack. How quickly it goes back up again is the release. That's what we're adjusting when we adjust the release. So if you look at this peak here, we want to catch these peaks, assuming this fader is our compressor. We want this fader to return back to zero as quickly as possible, generally because we don't want this lower information to be reduced in gain as well. So that's why generally your release is going to be on the lower side, but there are times when you want to bring it up. I'm just going to demonstrate what happens when you bring it up. So now we just have the sound as we've been hearing it with the compression, with a little bit of the attack slower, so we get some of the transients out of the beginning of this. But watch what happens when I bring up the release. You get something called pumping, and what that means is right here where things drop down, we're hearing the volume come up because it's going up kind of slowly. So let me render it just so you can see what's happening. Okay, you can see we have the compression going on, and then we have this bit which is lower because the gain has not been brought back to normal until this point here. So undo this and let me bring the release down, and this is what we get, and that's going to be kind of a normal envelope of the sound. So now I'm going to bring the release back up again and render it, and again you can see we have that dip there, and then the levels come back up again.